and grab that golden ticket. We must expect that they've been practicing together a lot, and that can give them the competitive edge in such a close match. Up first, it's going to be Lando, the man with a mustache that can make anyone proud. He's going to be attacking for the Silent Snipers against Salim.
Oh, his Grand Warden ability has been used already, Woody. The Tesla farm over in that area really tripping Lando up. And this is not the start that Silent Snipers wanted to the opening wall.
Very dicey play early on here. Didn't pay off for Lando, but at least he had the heads up play there to grab that Warden ability and keep his early attack alive. Not having that later on could really hurt this attack, especially because he's playing with a big, heavy ground-based comp with bowlers, witches. If you had miners or something, you might be able to dodge that Town Hall blast, digging underground and not needing the Eternal Tome, but I'm really worried about how much damage they're about to soak here and now as they encounter the big, heavy target right on the bottom.
Especially with the Giga Bomb not having the Grand Warden's ability to protect the troops. They try to charge on forward, but they have two scatter shots to deal with as well, Woody. The Grand Warden, I thought he had a baby dragon on his shoulders. He is stealing the healers, but actually, it is a new hero skin that we could be expecting very soon, Woody.
Oof, and the Archer Queen goes down to a single target Inferno outside of the range of the main army here. Grand Warden being burnt up as well. Didn't get a chance to burn through it, and those healers are going to be down for their luck, trying to find another cluster of attackers to loop onto, but it looks like Lando is running out of luck, unable to take down that Eagle artillery. They're going to be pounding away at as many defenses as they can, but they don't have long for this world, trying to push that overall damage percentage higher. For those of you first tuning in to the Clash of Clans World Championship, it's all about those stars. You want to rack up as many as possible, but in the event of a tie, it does go down to overall damage, and we've seen some really close matches in the past, Judo. Every building counts.
Indeed, the first star is gained when you either take the Town Hall or gain 50% in damage. The second star is for doing the opposing thing, either 50% or the Town Hall. And the third most precious star is for getting 100% in the base. So Lando has managed to push to the 2 stars, which is a comfortable attack. You always want to ensure to gain the 2 stars, but the percentage is definitely not what he would have wanted from this attack. Looks like it will be 71 with the Eagle artillery closing on the Archer. Oh, she gets the 72% to close out the attack, Woody. Of this matchup could still come back through the losing bracket, but it's only one attack in. It is 11 of Indian Clashers now wanting to take the advantage.
11, the next attacker, has brought in a hybrid army of miners and hog riders, one of the most popular army camp decisions that any pro player makes. Very versatile crew. The hogs take down defensive structures while the miners clean up everything in their path. Great job early on here to 11, weathering the storm as this Archer Queen takes a stab at the top corner. She's going down really low, and those headhunters could be dangerous. Forces out an early freeze, but fortunately it's in time. That Queen will not have to use her ability just yet, Judo.
He adapted very well. I was worried that the headhunters were going to come across, take the Archer Queen down because she was low on health, but using the freeze spell, like you said, really did save him. Now a perfectly placed poison spell will allow 11 straight into the base, and on interviews with the Indian Clashers, all of the teams said the main thing they have been doing is practicing non-stop for this qualifier. They really want to take advantage of this. Beautiful super Wallbreaker comes in to allow the Queen into the base, perfectly timed with the Giant, but which way will she go now, Woody? It is difficult to tell.
I'm sure you saw this earlier, Judah, but I want to point it out for our fans at home as well. 11 used a crucial move called a coconut balloon to send in an early shield for those healers. Soaking up a Seeking Air Mine protects them and keeps that Queen charge on task. She's going to rip through this Royal Champion, but she's got a skeleton trap to deal with first. A lot of damage coming in on her, and she has to use that ability. But meanwhile, 11 has sent in the bulk of the raid. The Miners and the Hog Riders are beefed up with that Eternal Tome, and they are going to town. sprung out by a few traps. They are still on target to do their best through the center of the arena. Losing that Archer Queen's going to be a big hit on this raid, though. I'm not sure 3 stars is possible, but here comes the cavalry, Judo. The Hog Riders are storming back in for a second swing.
They take the Eagle Artillery in style, which is one of the main defenses he needed down. But as you said, Woody, it is just getting weaker and weaker as the Hog Riders continue to get thrown off the map. Oh, the scatter shot will survive, and surely that is the end of this attack. Can 11 turn it around at this point? He doesn't have any other spells or abilities. He is counting on his troops making it through at this point.
11 relied so heavily on those Hogs and Miners to deal with this backside single target Inferno, but with their loss to that scatter shot, it looks like he's going to run out of steam just shy of the 3-star, working high now into the mid 90%. He's coming awfully close, but that single target Inferno is exactly what the defense needs to stop a P.E.K.K.A. chopping everything up. But
Warden walk you have to be careful of, and it's always a risk that you take. It didn't pay off for Lando, but let's see if Big Tommy can rescue things here for Silent Snipers, Woody.
Big Tommy told us before the match that he'll eat anything once, and he loves going out to celebrate after a big event like this to enjoy the gastronomic experience. Let's hope he loaded up on everything he needs for this long haul match, because he has got his work cut out for him against Serial Killer. Big Tommy's moving on in with another big ground-based comp, but we're switching out in favor of more Yetis this time. The Yeti Bowler Smasher-Rama has got 2 jump spells added in there to hop over these tightly clustered, compacted walls on the interior. It's really hard to smash through without some way to get over them, so that's the way he's chosen this time. The Warden walk at the top corner could start to open things up, but he's also going to help to funnel along the right side edge there, Judo.
He is, and he's got to be careful on the single target Inferno. Notice how he just got the funnel right, and as the single would have been in range of the Grand Warden, he deployed the troops to take them across. Beautiful move with the battle blimp coming through. He's hoping there is not a tornado trap or any other traps around the town hall, because that is the sole plan for the town hall. Decides to use a rage to take it down, and down it goes in style, Woody, as the rest of the attack moves on forward.
Oh, you can't keep a full CC raged up off your town hall. Big Tommy had the perfect maneuver to get that job done, but at what cost? He's spent a lot of camp space now dealing with that big target up top, and he's running out of energy on the backside. Those CC troops are dealing a lot of damage against these attackers. Archers and pups flying all over the case are going to be distracting his forces, but fortunately he's got that Archer Queen ability still left and a free spell on the backside. He can keep this force alive a bit longer, but I don't know, man. This multi-target Inferno is really doing a number on this group.
Yes, you might have seen the Royal Champion coming into the 12 o'clock area to the single target Inferno. That was always the plan, but I wonder if it would have been better for Big Tommy to send the Royal Champion to the multi at the bottom, try and protect a lot of the Yetis, and then overwhelm the single target Inferno on the back end. We are not too sure whether that would or wouldn't have been the best play. Big Tommy will be moving the percentage up for Silent Snipers. There's not a lot of defenses left. He can clear a lot of the bottom of the base, but most certainly he doesn't have enough power to get through the Archer Towers and Tesla towards the back end of the base, Woody.
Interesting speculation from our friends in Stream Chat. Chris says that if he hadn't used the rage on the town hall, he might have been able to clutch the 3-star on the backside here. While that is true, he also might have missed the town hall, and failing to grab that 1st star is the end of your hopes at any victory at all. Big Tommy from Silent Snipers has done just well enough for himself here, approaching the 90% mark with 2 stars clearly in hand. He's not going to be able to pull ahead of the Indian Clashers, but he's done his job for the Silent Snipers, keeping pace with an overall damage approaching 90%, but maybe just shy. A little minion and archer trying to do their work on the outer edges, but not finding another building to... Well, we're already jumping into the next match. Get ready to rumble. Death is on the scene from Indian Clashers, ready to carry Big Tommy's base to the netherworld. We're starting off with a queen walk in the top left corner, wasting no time at all to dump the damage in. Coconut Loons make their way out front, but they haven't caught on to a Seeking Air Mine just yet, popping down that cannon and doing a little bit more work for the Archer Queen. Here comes the super wall breaker crashing into that left side compartment, gonna open it up so that they can have access to that wizard tower, but cleverly placed walls force another wall breaker out. Death has got his work cut out for him, and pulling that CC out, it's gonna be running into a lot of trouble.
Yes, but the Archer Queen is safe right here with the rage spells pushing forward. He is going to be spending more time in this area, which could be the issue. Has to use the ability to get through the town hall, and as long as he takes one or two of the expos here, the Queen then should be saved through this attack. With the hybrid coming into the top area of the base, that is the Riders and the Miners. Oh, the Archer Queen goes down, Woody. I'm thinking that's what you've seen there, and this attack really just took a turn for the worst.
A brutal loss when you focus so much energy on that queen charge. To lose her before you even get the second star is a massive hit to the raid. Death is still running into a lot of trouble on the interior here now as a multi-target Inferno starts to burn up his Hog Riders, cooking them to bacon. They're running their best way through this base though, and those miners are still looking very healthy. Really great placement on those heal spells and rages to keep his troops on target. There's still a lot left on the backside, but a 3-star is still possible if he can just get the perfect wave to split off from this attack.
Yes, he has 2 balloons. I'm surprised we haven't seen the 2 balloons onto the Tesla. That would have helped so much to take out that top area.
Boom,
protect the Royal Champion, but she does get the single target Inferno. Now with the air defense, that's the only building that could take out the 2 balloons. But the healers on the Royal Champion looks good, Woody, for this attack. Our Indian Clashers just about to get the opening 3-star. It looks good, and I think they have done it.
Set him up and knock him down. Death swings his scythe and grabs the first 3-star of this September qualifier. The Indian Clashers on a rampage of destruction. A star up on the board. The Silent Snipers are really going to have to push the pressure on right here and now. Yankees is going to be the guy to get it done. He is the next attacker from Silent Snipers and bringing in that old, reliable hybrid army of 13 miners and 8 hog riders. Headhunter and a Valkyrie are going to provide a little bit of versatility for this attack, targeting onto enemy heroes and trying to provide a little bit more cushion for this push. Oh! He almost missed a single target Inferno there, Judo. He manages to take it down, and this queen charge is still alive.
Oh, I thought he missed it as well, Woody. It kind of missed it for a second and then froze, really just psyching us all out. Interesting on the stats, though, Woody. With the Queen Charge Hybrid, we've seen it used 26 times in the previous qualifier, with only 38% of those attacks being a 3-star. So Jan is really going to have to be on his A game to pull things back for the Silent Snipers. But look at the super wall breaker, Woody, all of the way into the base, and the Archer Queen can move right into the center. What a brilliant move.
Drag has set his defenses up perfectly to counter this, though. 2 Seeking Air Mines pop out and rip through a couple of those healers. Eagle Artillery firing away, and this Queen Charge is not long for the world. Even with the Rage spell up, she can't take that much damage. Pounding in on her, and she goes down. Yankee's gonna have to focus the rest of his raid on the remaining forces out the left side corner. They're making a beeline for the Town Hall, and the 2-star is virtually guaranteed. But how far can they go, Judo?
They will be wanting to get the 3 stars, but with the Archer Queen down, as you mentioned, Woody, it is going to be very difficult. Now, he does have pathing for the Hog Riders and Miners to move up from the west to the north and down to the east, but you can see the Eagle Artillery in that area. Look at all of the giant bombs in the center, though, doing a huge amount of damage to the Hog Riders and Miners. I'm not too sure how much further he can get here, Woody.
That's a lot of damage, Judo! And right when you needed to keep him alive the most, through the gut of this base, Yankees has run into all the trouble, and he doesn't have enough Flex Seal to keep this raid together. Drag's defenses have held up in one of the most impressive base building performances that we have seen in the Clash of Clans World Championship qualifiers. Yankee falling to his knees now as Drag's defenses keep away that 3-star with expert job in base building here at 67% and doing his best to hold on. It's going to be tough even to crack into 70, Judo.
Yes, this is going to give the advantage even further to the Indian Clashers. Interestingly enough, when we interviewed the players, the captain of Silent Snipers said that they in the qualifiers as well. Super interesting to see both of the teams, but here we go with Serial Killer using the Queen Charge into Hog Riders. No miners for this attack, so obviously he feels the mass Hog Riders are just a better option, Woody.
Yeah, targeting straight onto defensive structures. If you can get this quick strike into these bases, it can be a better hit. You really do have to rely on those rage spells to get your hogs around the base lickety-split, and especially with two multi-target Infernos up on the backside to have to deal with, that could be really difficult for him to pull off. He's brought two Headhunters, so expect to see those used to take out that Archer Queen over on the top right side, or maybe the Royal Champion, depending upon which way this Archer Queen charge from the bottom corner goes. He's sitting in the Battle Blimp right now, and with that free spell, he should have an easy stab at the Town Hall.
Oh, beautiful move. He will be able to take the Town Hall and the single target Inferno, but also he draws the Clan Castle troops out, meaning the Archer Queen can take it down, and he even gets a scatter shot as well, which is incredible for the Hog Riders. Notice these storages, Woody, pushed to the outside of the base, which means Hog Riders, like you said, being defense targeting troops, could literally move straight through the base here, and it is one fantastic start for the Indian Clashers.
I'm really wondering if that freeze spell was necessary on the defending CC troops, though. I expected he was holding on to it, needing to use it against a single target, or excuse me, a multi-target Inferno on the backside. Instead, choosing to use it to protect his Archer Queen could be trouble for him later on in the raid. He's got this Queen Charge going in strong, but how far will these hogs make it, Judo?
I'm not too sure, because he used the Grand Warden's ability. That one definitely was not an automatic ability. I'm not sure whether he was expecting giant bombs or it was a misclick. Either way, the ability goes down. The Hog Riders move through. Has he done enough with the opening phase of the attack, Woody? The Hog Riders are now taking major damage. No heal spells. Can they get through the back end of this base?
Well, there was one heal spell on that multi-target Inferno. They started to path outside of it just in the nick of time for Sim 538 on defense, hoping now that enough hogs have gone down that the rest of this base will not be able to hold. But look at that. The interior has been gutted completely, and Serial Killer might have a chance at pulling off 3 stars after all. The downside, though, is that he's lost all healers, so there's no additional support for this raid. He's just got to cross his fingers and hope that what he's got on the board is going to be enough to finish it off. Archer Queen goes down, and even with the long-range shots from the Grand Warden, he's got 4-point defenses to deal with, and that's going to be too much to handle. Hot fire from Serial Killer, but the 3 stars will remain elusive for the Indian Clashers.
I can't help but wonder if the Grand Warden's ability was not used so early. Could it have been the 3 stars that would have really meant that Silent Snipers had to 3-star again and again? But Indian Clashers throw them a lifeline here, Banks.
That's been able to surmount this big of a difference, over 20% destruction differential, and of course missing that crucial star. The Silent Snipers are going to need back-to-back 3 stars and then hope and pray that something just implodes on the Indian Clasher side of things. Not likely to happen. With this attack from Demo, though, we're seeing another strategy that has been very popular in the past, bringing in Earthquake and Lightning spells to zap through crucial defenses and to help provide a little bit of funneling on the interior. Taking down a scatter shot is a really high value hit here for Demo. The Silent Sniper is going to be short on spell capacity for the backside of this raid, but they are already carving up this base and looking to take a big slice off early on here, Judo.
Exactly. 5 lightning spells and the Earthquake to take down the scatter shot, but the 6th lightning spell was used to get damage onto the multi-target Inferno, which means once the Royal Champion has took out enough defenses to directly target it with her Seeking Shield, it goes down, and despite the heavy spell usage, you've got to say he has taken out a huge portion of the base here with the Archer Queen, coming in towards the Town Hall. Oh, she's going on the outside. He needs the Town Hall here, Woody. He might have to adapt in order to save this one.
He's path outside those walls, and with the Giga Inferno heating her up, she is not going to be long for this world. No healers to boost her in. Demo, the captain of the Silent Snipers, has got to come in hard and heavy right now to keep his squad alive. He's brought the Zap Lalo, which is a strat we haven't seen yet this month, but has been very popular through the past. It's an aerial assault that doesn't focus at all on healers to get this queen charge going in for the long haul, instead relying on the damage from those 20-some-odd balloons to get it done. And choosing to go from the top side now, he's taken out a few Teslas, but is not going to focus his firepower on the town hall. Might have to use the siege machine for that. Judo, what do you think?
I think that's his plan. I think he's going to send the Stone Slammer to the town hall, but the difficulty here is the Archer Queen pulled out the Headhunters who are going after the Grand Warden. There's the ability. It has to be used early. Balloons going down left, right, and center. He swaps to the Battle Blimp, and he is going to have to use some spells for the town hall, or he is in danger of a 1-star attack, Woody.
Avert your gaze, fans of the Silent Snipers. This is really not looking like he's being able to pull off what he was hoping for here.
No!
Oh my god, a Seeking Airmine pops on the dragon, and that's gonna be it! Demo's chances at the 2-star have shattered and crashed to the floor, Judo.
Again, the Indian Clashers have trolled, baited the town hall, and a single siege machine was not enough. That is where you have to have backup plans, you have to have spell usages. He was not expecting that with the freeze spell, freezing the air sweeper. Not long enough, though. It allowed him to push back the balloons and the dragon, and that's why the town hall didn't go down. Heartbreak for Silent Snipers. I'm not even sure they can pull.
Is enough to guarantee victory for the Indian Clashers. Just 2 more 2-star hits, and they will put themselves out of range for the Silent Snipers, even with a clutch triple on their 5th hit. The Indian Clashers in the driver's seat now and are lapping the Silent Snipers in this race. It is not even close, Judo. They are really making a name for themselves in their first performance, and they have got a couple more attacks to show what else they've got.
Oh, what a beautiful rage spell to power the balloon to the air defense and then use the healers once the air defense was about to go down. Fantastic planning on this attack. Freeze spell is perfect onto the single target Inferno. We talk about playing it safe, but this attack is picture perfect so far. Will we get the single target Inferno down without another freeze spell? I'm not too sure. Oh my word, he does, Woody. Incredible.
Perfect timing. You know, he throws that Dark Elixir drill just to deny a little bit more resources to the Silent Snipers. Rubbing salt in the wound. Good job there, Salim. This Archer Queen having a little bit of trouble as she moves in toward that CC, though, forcing out a poison spell exactly where Salim wanted to use it. She's going down low, but with that additional rage stacked on top of those healers, it looks like she's in it for the long haul. A Headhunter going to slow her down a bit, but nothing going to break her stride. Firing away at that big boy in the sky, taking him down and popping the pups just as soon as she did the first wave. But the hogs are coming in, Judo. The big wave of destruction smashing into the bottom corner.
He's doing a fantastic job here. Interesting to use the Royal Champion so early. The Archer Queen has to get the Town Hall with the ability. She is onto the Town Hall. Will get it. I had my heart skip a beat there for the Indian Clashers, but the Hog Riders move on. Can they still get this one done, Woody? There's a lot of base to go through. The heal spell is in, but the scatter shot is tearing them down.
Nice job to Salim on the early stage of this hit, but really forced back on the backside here. Royal Champion on defense, paired up with that scatter shot in the left compartment there. Too much to deal with. Salim from Indian Attackers doing the job necessary to keep his team ahead with the 2-star, passing 69% now, but 3 stars is out of the question now. Even with that beefed up Archer Queen, he's running low on time, and less than a minute left to clean up the last quarter of the base is just too much to ask.
Well, he did get the 2 stars, exactly what Indian Clashers needed. This will move them to 9 stars and means that Silent Snipers will then rely on Indian Clashers making a mistake in the final attack. But it could happen. We have to wait on out until the final moments to see who will be going through. But Indian Clashers can breathe a little bit easier. They are one step closer to moving on to tomorrow's matchups. And as the Archer Queen continues to put the percentage up, despite the errors in this attack, Indian Clashers have still kept the percentage higher than Silent Snipers, Banks. Well, anything can happen, so we just have to cheer both clans on, wish them the best of luck. But Indian Clashers will want to perfect those attacks. If they move on through the tournament, they have to be tweaking the end parts to make sure they do get the 3 stars. But here we go, Woody, with the final attack of Silent Snipers.
Well, even with a triple here, Indian Clashers would just need to put a single star on the board to take the win. Silent Snipers doing every single possible thing that they can here with their last attack coming in from SimSim 538. He's a guy who has been working so hard to get to this spot and focused primarily on communication among his teammates to get everyone on the same page. Unfortunately, unable to grab a 3-star yet in this war, the Silent Snipers really need to give us a stellar performance right now if they're going to keep their hopes high moving in down to the lower bracket. We've seen lower bracket champions in previous months, but this showing so far has really left a lot to be desired. I hope that they can get this 3-star hit off here with Mass Dragons. The setup has been great so far for SimSim.
It certainly has, and we are sure to see them later on today, so they will want to get the 3-star to boost their confidence. The difficulty here, Woody, is the Dragons are getting caught up on each and every defense. They finally get through with the Battle Blimp a little bit further into the base. There was skeleton traps, the defending Archer Queen just holding them up. The Battle Blimp gets all of the way to the Town Hall. Will it take it down, though? The Dragons have got a long way to go. What is in there? I'm not sure what's happening, Woody. It is, oh, it goes down. It just looked like the health of the Town Hall was not even budging.
Sneaky Goblin's a very reliable way to take down the Town Hall, loading them up in the siege machine there and getting them straight onto target. They were a little bit slow, but with the bat spells coming in at the end here, SimSim might have a chance. I don't see any remaining wizard towers. It's just all about whether or not an air bomb is able to pop these puppies out of the sky. Otherwise, there's going to be guano all over this base and a 3-star in the booking here for SimSim. He's wiped out all the defenses, and it's just a question of cleanup, still holding on to a freeze spell just to rub it in 11's face. Finally, the Silent Snipers have found their triple.
They can celebrate a little bit at the end of the war, but Indian Clashers just need to hold it together. Is this 3-star going to rock them, though? Is it going to force a mistake? The bats can easily clean up the end of the base. You've seen the beautiful placement of the freeze spell onto the wizard tower. Like you said, Woody, splash damage is the major damage to the bats as they now cruise on through the base. The 3-star pretty much secured here for Silent Snipers, but Indian Clashers still in the driving seat.
Hey, when we take a look back at this war at the end, I think we're going to have a pretty even matchup. The Silent Snipers picked up a 3-star. They'll probably be going down to the lower bracket based on Drag's last attack here, but they can hold their heads high.
They certainly can, and we know that the pressure will be relieved off Silent Snipers a little bit. Will that boost them into the lower bracket? We will find out later today, but the final attack is by Drag of Indian Clashers, using pretty much a picture-perfect similar attack to the last one in that of the Drag Bat, Woody.
As you see on screen there, it's just a 1-star with 36% to grab victory here. Drag, if he gets the 2-star as highly expected, will have an easy coast to the win. It's still possible for a total upset to happen, though, so keep your eyes peeled on that bottom corner. That's where all the action's going to be unfolding for Drag, focusing in on that Town Hall, which is not quite as far out to the outer edge as some bases have got it positioned. You still can't take it for granted that it's going to go down, or you might wind up with heartbreak. Early stab from the Royal Champion's going to soften up that compartment and make it a lot easier to get into that primary building that you have at the bottom there, Judo.
Oh, the Royal Champion has done a phenomenal job down to the bottom, taking out all of the defenses. She does lure a couple of the Clan Castle troops, but I don't think it's a major issue. Look at the Archer right at the right-hand side of your screen. That is pulling the Lava Hound away from the Dragons, which means they won't have to pop it and deal with any lava pups in the center of the base. They can move straight on through to the Town Hall, but we can presume the bats would be used across to the left as well, because he doesn't really have the force to take down the single Inferno Tower over there, Woody. There is a lot going on right now, and he needs to get this scatter shot down. Oh, the bats come in on the back end of the base. Interesting move here by Drag.
Yeah, surrounding the scatter shot, which can't fire at targets that are directly on top of it. Drag has actually been able to take out another key target and keep these bats on their path to victory. That Eagle Artillery, a big roadblock, though, sitting in the left side corner. Not enough firepower from those dragons early on to take it down, and that's going to deny Drag the 3-star, and yet victory is secured for the Indian Clashers. The 2 stars up on the board take them up to 11, surpassing the Silent Snipers scoreline and giving them a firm hand at victory. They will advance in the upper bracket of this Group A match. Congratulations to them.
Absolutely. They did what they needed to do in the final attack, but will this give Silent Snipers even more confidence that they can 3-star on offense and they can also hold their opponents back on defense? But it is the Indian Clashers taking the win, Banks.
Yes, indeed. Congratulations to Indian Clashers for securing the victory. They will be moving on to the winners bracket and tomorrow's matchups. Silent Snipers are going to have one